Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Unit number 15. Today we are starting to work on the unit number 15. Really a little highly theoretical area. Although it seems to be in 29 pages, discussing those 29 pages will be consuming lots of time. So in order to make you practice questions for a duration of 3 months, I have planned to do this unit number 15 as a YouTube lesson. This YouTube lesson, you have to write notes here. Unit number 15, your title, it is going to be Biosphere. In the biosphere, first of all, your subheading is going to be organizational levels and interactions of the biosphere. That is going to be a heading for you. Right? In the environment, there are 5 organizational levels: individual, population, community, ecosystem, and biosphere. In that case, who is an individual? An individual is a single organism. You are an individual. I am an individual. A single crow is an individual. A single cat is an individual. And that single organism should belong to a particular species. We belongs to Homo sapiens. Sri Lankan single elephant belongs to Elephas maximus. Coconut plant belongs to Cocos nucifera, the species. Cat belongs to Felis domestica. Like that, it should belong to a particular species. And the third component, it should live in the environment. If all these ones are completed, you can call it an individual. A non-living organism cannot be called an individual, right? So when we discuss this particular portion, automatically there is this word species come to work. So what is a species? A species is a group of similar organisms. And this is the most important character among the members of a species. They should interbreed naturally to produce fertile offspring. Fertile offsprings mean they can reproduce again. Fertile offsprings mean they can reproduce again. That kind of organisms. Now, for a simple example, the reproduction of our grandparents made our parents. Our parents were fertile. So, their reproduction made us. If we are fertile only, we will make the next generation. In this manner, fertile offsprings. If the offspring is not fertile, then you can't call it a species. A simple example here is the animal called mule. Mule is an animal. Mule is made by the breeding between a horse and a donkey. Mother will be a horse, father will be a donkey. So it's a mixture of donkey and horse. Thing it is, this animal is a living animal. It cannot breed. It cannot make the next generation. In that case, it is not a species. So mule is not a species because mule cannot reproduce. It is not fertile. Okay. Now coming to the second one, population. What is a population? It is a group of organisms. More than one organism should be there. And all those organisms should belong to same species. They should live in a particular geographical location in a specific time period. 4 things should be included. Group of organisms, same species, particular geographical location, specific time period. Look at this example. Elephant population, number of elephants. Elephants in Sri Lanka belongs to only one species, that is Elephas maximus. So species. Yala National Park is the geographical location. 2011, the year is the specific time. 5879 tells is a group of organisms. Remember, if the number of elephants lived in Yala National Park in year 2011 is one, it's not a group then you can't call it a population. More than one, then population. Similarly, human population, Homo sapiens, Sri Lanka, geographical location, 2014, specific time period, 21,899,445 will be the number that tells you human as a group of organisms, right? So here in the population, if you go for the population, if you take a population, okay, the Wikipedia, sorry, the YouTube is showing this kind of ones for population. So many. Having a single, you can't call it population. Right. Passing the population, you are coming to the next one called community. In community, more than one populations will live. Among those populations, there will be interactions and they will live in a particular area. 3 things there. 1, if there is only one population, you can't call it a community. Recently, I went to Hambantota and went for a natural park. One zone we visited had around 7 lions. In that area, only lions are kept. Lion population is only there. Can you call it a community? You can't. Someone came with me, asked, will these animals hunt and eat? To hunt and eat, there should be certain other animals also there. So is it a community? It's not a community. Why? Elephants don't have anyone to interact with. Sorry, lions don't have anyone to interact with. So in a community in biology, more than one, right? Organisms will live together. Here you can see lions are there, eagles are there, zebra is there, correct? So one is eating the other, one depends on the other. And that kind of nature is called community. So in community, confirmly, now this is a community. This community can be seen in savanna. Savanna is the area. Okay, carnivores are there. You can, if you go for savanna, grassland. Okay, savanna, grassland, you will see many animals staying together, living together. Okay, one feeding on the other, one depending on the other. Elephants are there, giraffes are there, tigers are there, lions are there, hyenas are there, cheetahs are there. Many animals, many organisms living, interacting with each other, one depending on the other. That is called community. Okay, in your book, this is the example given to mangrove plant community in Negombo Lagoon area. Right. Now we come to the point called ecosystem. Ecosystem will include communities. Okay. Ecosystem in ecology. Okay. Ecological ecosystem mean all the living organisms. Here you can see in this picture. Okay. Here you can see there are plants, there are animals, correct? Same time, there is sunlight, there is water, there is air, there are stones, non-living components also interact with this. You can't live without those non-living components. You want water, you want air, you want sunlight, right? So when every one of them collectively support only, we can live, willing or not, with this air, with this water, with this sunlight. We have a relationship, and that relationship together with the community we called ecosystem. So ecosystem, two things included. All the communities are included and the non-living components, air, water, sunlight, right? They are included. When you combine them together, it is making the ecosystem. Like this, in the world, many ecosystems are there. All the ecosystems, if you take them together, it is called biosphere. In the biosphere only, you will notice life existing. Earth, all the places are not accommodated by living organisms. In Earth, a small part, the surface part, only has living organisms. And that is the only part having biosphere. Okay, so if you go for organizational levels of environment. Organizational levels of environment, you will see all these contents together. Here you can see this. This picture shows you individual. Several individuals come together, population. More than one population interacting with each other, community. Communities interacting with the non-living component, that is ecosystem. When ecosystems come together, biosphere. Biome is not in your syllabus. Only AL children study about biomes. Inshallah, tomorrow with another video, I will meet you. Okay, for the moment, I am ending. Jazakallahu khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.